My cynicism tells me that Trump is trying to show that he is offering a last-ditch diplomatic effort. But I think the intention is not to reach an agreement, I'm afraid. I think the intention is to justify any potential military action. But as Barbara correctly said, it all depends on how the United States is going to approach this and what will the United States demand. Will it demand things that it knows ahead of time are not going to be acceptable? Or is it going to show some sincerity in trying to reach an agreement?
I mean, the U.S. is pouring troops into the region. It is bombing Ansar Allah, which are more commonly known as the Houthis. The buildup includes combat jets, B-2 bombers and drones. And according to Global Defense News, Iran has activated its ground-based jamming system. What do you make of it?
I still think that Trump does not want to start another Middle East war. That just, it doesn't ring true for me. And if you look at many of the appointments that are being made to this administration, there are people who are much closer to Tucker Carlson's view of the world, which is definitely not to get involved in another Middle East war. And of course, the context with trade wars, with the stock market gyrating, bond prices, et cetera. I don't think that is what is likely. We had a piece on the Stimson Center site saying that if the talks don't succeed, Trump would try to impose more secondary sanctions on countries like China that import Iranian oil, rather than going for a military strike.
Rationally, everything says it will not want a war.
Yeah.
Especially at this time when it's failures in Ukraine, in Gaza, everywhere, tariffs, creating enemy blocks around the world. That's the rational explanation. However, Trump is not exactly a very rational person. And none of his decisions so far spell a very rational approach to things, whether it's in the tariff area, whether it's the way he's dealing with the Ukraine, with the Europeans, with Canada, with Mexico, with allies around the world. The damage he has created to the credibility of the United States is also a factor. I'm not sure a lot of places around the world, including allies like Europe and Canada, are willing at this time to actually believe Trump when he assures things, let alone somebody like Iran.